earliest we've woken up in a year, because most of the time you can't sail without the sun, or like, you know, we don't set sail until we see the sun, so we can see getting out of the anchorage and stuff. But right now it's all for waves, so we'll leave at 5 a.m. if we have to.
And the sun is coming up.
So we're just waiting for 3 people, and Jesse's gonna go pick everybody up like a school bus, and then we'll pick up anchor and go find some waves. Hopefully. How are you feeling?
Good. We drank 100 fucking beers and Jesse wants to take me to some bomby a mile offshore.
Famous last words. Alright. Well, we got 2 out of the 5 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a skits mission, get them.
As the sun slowly rises above the horizon, our friends make their way over to Stella to jump on board for today's adventure.
Oh, good morning!
I want to die. I'm literally woke up and I got my shakes.
No!
We're setting sail in search of a wave we didn't even know existed until a local friend told us about it and offered to show us the way. So with everyone on board, it's time to make a few coffees, pull up the anchor, and point the bow towards the open ocean to see if this hidden wave really is good as they say.
Up means up, right?
Up means up. Up, up, buttercup.
You ready, Jess?
Nice and muddy.
So much shit on it. Yeah, look at it.
Oh. It's coming up black. Bravo. Off to find waves.
Which one are you looking at? Speeding one at the back?
Yeah,
one at
that's
the
right.
back. Right, it's back?
Yeah.
Because there's a peak in here as well. Yeah, we see.
So are we splitting the fish if you catch it? Or is it our fish?
And like, we'll
Oh my god. Right now I'm gonna be cooking some breakfast because we can't have hungry surfers. So I've got some rice on, some eggs, and we'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Goddamn.
I brought his rice. More excited about the rice.
The further we travel, the more promising things begin to look. Along the coastline, we can see waves breaking everywhere, with gigantic sprays shooting into the sky. And this is a great indication of what's waiting for us. We're in for a good day. And finally, we've made it. Now, all we have to do is anchor the boat safely, which usually is pretty easy, but is now pretty difficult because everyone keeps getting distracted by the waves breaking right beside us.
The bed is full of boards, the couch is full of boards, the back room has a board, and the other room has a board.
What we need would be an insane place to tow.
Oh,
On a big day.
this thing an 810.
You get. I've seen a proper 8 foot.
I
I had to drive away.
Yeah.
I had
fuck
9
that.
guys who voted to go to Bunyards, and
Uh-huh.
one guy said, "No, let's surf this." And I'm like, "Fuck!" Since when? Oh, that was a sick one. Look,
Oh my
that was the
God.
same one. That was fully.
It's
top
still
to bottom.
barreling.
That was a sick one. Guys, we're on.
You!
Holy fuck. Look at this next one getting coming through.
All inside spinners.
How's there no one further up?
Well, there will be.
They're boogies.
That good?
Yeah. As the boys get themselves ready for a surf, sunscreen on, boards waxed, and fins in, I decide to stay back on Stella for a little while.
So we're anchored right here, and the wave is right here.
Since we've just anchored close to the wave, it's a perfect chance to keep an eye out on the boat and grab some footage before heading out myself. And honestly, I'm not complaining about having a front row seat to some of the best sets I've ever seen.
So we just got to the wave. I am taking photos. It is so rocky because we were really close. We anchored like right next to it. So I apologize for the videos being a bit wobbly or missing some good shots, but I need to get some better camera gear, maybe one that's a gimbaled camera or something, if anyone's got a suggestion. But yeah, this is so epic. We made a friend and he told us about the spot, and it's absolutely incredible. Like, so random, just in the ocean, just in the middle of nowhere, just how we like it. But it is definitely difficult to shoot, but we'll do our best.
Whoa, that's a good one. And right now we're just hoping that the wind doesn't come onto it because recently we've been getting a lot of northwesterlies. So if the wind stays off this wave, we'll have it all day. If the wind comes in, we won't have it anymore. So hence the reason why we woke up super early to get here. And it was definitely worth the mission. So excited to see how it is. Wow. How was it?
The paddle back here was the hardest. So me and Jesse got just caught it. He duck dive, I pin drop, we both end up.
Oh, professional drone man. Oh my god.
I'm just getting a big step up.
It's not how he flew mine. You owe me drone shots for the rest of your life.
Right, still filming.
Ah!
I don't think it'd ever come this far out though.
Nah. Yeah, well, what is it now? It's fucking 2 meters.
What would you rate this wave?
16 seconds.
Awesome. 10 out of 10. Best idea to come this morning, eh?
Oh, no way. I was so close to knocking out of bed, but.
As everyone slowly makes their way back to Stella, the wind begins to build, and the ocean starts to get a little bit more livelier. That means it's time for us to move on. But our day isn't over yet. Surfing might have been the main reason we came out here, but now it's time to hunt for some dinner. And tomorrow is Camilla's birthday, and there's no better way to celebrate a birthday than a fresh fish barbecue. So come join us. You got one shot only.
Down the boat.
Once it's fat, wrap that in salt, burn that shit first, and then you go, yeah.
Oh my god, what if you dropped it?
I would never.
I would dive.
Oh my god, it just fell in and the crocodile ate it.
I think we need 100 more beers.
Wow, so beautiful. Wow. We are floating away from the crocodiles. And they are swimming with the crocodiles.
This is the Australians trying to prove they are not scared. Even if when you say that I have a 3-meter crocodile in another anchorage. I think they are scared. Australians in their natural habitat.
Are they peeing? Of course. And of course, it wouldn't be boat life without having to service the engine and fix a few things along the way. No matter how perfect the anchorage is or how good the surf has been, there's always a list of jobs waiting for us. So before we can relax, it's time to roll up our sleeves and get a few boat projects ticked off for the day. Today is oil change day. So we just emptied all of our old oil out. We put it into this bottle so it's nice and contained.
Tissues? Tissues?
Right up there behind you. We have all of our tools out. We're gonna changing all the filters. Over here we have all of our spares. So we have 2 fuel filters and 1 oil. So getting all that done today. All right, so now we're checking our impeller and our belt. Oh, that sucks. The fun never ends. Our belt is in good condition, but it's a bit loose, so we're just gonna adjust the alternator. And we're gonna check our propeller as well, because it's good to check up on everything.
So this is our anchor roller. The old one, we knew it was grooved and needed to be changed. Thank goodness for Matt and Grace, they got us new ones. But look at that hole through there. This is where normally this is circular.
Yeah,
just one circle thing. So it's just been chewed out to the point where it's gone through. I think we would have had maybe another 2 weeks on this and it would have been gone. So.
And what's Kaza doing right above Alvaro's leg?
We have to jimmy rig a.
Lightly.
We have to gambiara a.
Exactly. Gambiara. And he just to supervise the
The safety supervisor.
Gambiara supervisor.
The leader of the pack. Nice. And don't be fooled by all the sunny days. Every now and then, we're still hit by a rain squall or a patch of strong wind that reminds us we always need to stay on our toes. But honestly, that's part of why we love this lifestyle. A little bit more wind in the sails, a few ways over the bow, and another adventure just waiting on the horizon. Chee-hoo-hoo!
So what, it'll be like one more tack.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah.
One out, one quick one in, and we'll full sail it. This will give us probably the next.
Heaps there, holy fuck. It goes for a while too, you're gonna have to just stick with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like 50, 60 metres of it. There you go.
Honestly, if we stick to the outside, we might miss it. Looks like it's kind of just passing on the inside.
Like if you can go forward a bit more just in case. Yeah.
How far?
You're going dead straight, you'll miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good there.
As we sail towards the next chain of islands, we're excited to discover new waves, explore remote beaches, and hopefully catch a fish or two along the way. So be sure to join us next week for another adventure as we hike through jungles, wander through villages, cross hidden beaches, and chase a wave that could either be the best wave we've ever found or send us straight into the reef. Either way, it's gonna be an adventure. So thanks again for watching, guys. All your support means the world to us and helps this journey keep going. We'll see you next week aboard Stella. Stay tuned for what's coming up next.
I feel it rattle.
Huh?
I feel it rattling.
Yeah?
Yep. But like you give it a pull, still rattles.
Still pulling, babe.
Yeah, we're still dragging.
Rattling?
Yeah, we're dragging. Up. Yeah, we're dragging real hard. Okay, up.
So it's 6 a.m. and right now we're about to go on a mission through a jungle to go find a wave that perhaps might work. So it is super early because there's no wind right now. We've been copping wind in the afternoon. So we're gonna start getting all of our stuff together and start mishing through the jungle.